Hey, it's Michael Mansell, and in this video, you're going to see an interview that I did with a guy that is very well respected and known online, especially when it comes to money-related programs like investing in the Forex market, cryptocurrency, and other brokerage firms and such. So when I saw what he was doing, I had to get him on a video and interview him myself to find out exactly what he was doing was legitimate for one thing and actually working. I had set up my account and I was testing it on my own. And when I saw the results, I just had to get him on to a video to ask him some questions, and some hard questions that a lot of people, I'm sure like yourself, might be asking about this program. And so I decided to ask those hard questions myself and get his take on it firsthand. So here's the video. This is the interview that I did with him. So enjoy that. And if it's something you want to take part in, there's a link below here and you guys can get started as well. But here's that video. Online Ankur today, and Ankur, I had to come to you because I've seen you doing some stuff there, just some of the posts that you've been making, some of the proof things you've been putting out there. So I had to jump in there myself and test it out. So I wanted to bring you on this video and kind of get your take, the real story. I mean, is this real? I mean, I've been testing it and I'm blown away by the initial results that I've gotten with the money that I've deposited in. But tell it to us straight here, Ankur. I mean, is this for real?
It looks like it, to be honest. I got hit by a close friend about 4 weeks back when, the whole company about which we're talking, Elite FinFX, they were in a sort of pre-launch. And I was like, I logged in, I created a free account. I started going through the corporate emails. I spent some time in the corporate telegram. And I was like, interesting. So I got in. I started, with a small money, then upgraded myself. And so far, I think the company is like 3 weeks old at the time of us doing this Zoom call. And we have been getting paid every day. And some of the teams I got in, they have been upgrading their accounts. No complaints there. And yeah, man, things are looking good, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm experiencing in my account as well. And I've shared it with some of my friends, and the same thing is happening for them as well. So on that front, I mean, I'm really impressed initially, and I've kind of stayed out of the Forex market, the trading market for a little while here, because there was some stuff, in the market that just, was okay, but nothing really great. So this is the first thing that's really come along that's gotten my attention, to be honest.
Yeah, and for me, what I'm seeing is two things here in terms of why people are liking it. Number one is what, a lot of us, we know that cryptocurrency as a concept, that's still the future. I still very strongly believe in the potential of blockchain and Bitcoin and a lot of altcoins there. But then 2018 has been a dull year pretty much for cryptocurrencies, a lot of businesses around cryptocurrencies. I personally lost a bunch of money and stuff like that, and things were getting dull. But at the same time, Forex, which is a 100x bigger market than cryptocurrencies, which has been there forever, and I guess it'll be there forever, because the currencies are not going anywhere soon, and US and Euro and pounds and all those, there is always an opportunity to make money in Forex. So, so what I see is, like, in my circle of influence and in the circle of influence of a lot of my leaders, this was a welcome break, because a lot of us have been doing business opportunities and other offers in the cryptocurrency niche, which were not giving that good results in 2018, to be honest. But then Forex is something which is like a little bit different, and it's catching everyone's attention. So that's one. And second thing, what I realized was in the market, because after getting involved with Elite, I started studying what's there in the market. I believe there are a few companies in Forex in the BizOps space, but a lot of them are about AI and bots and stuff like that. And my personal experience, to be honest, with that was not very good. I remember that about 90 days back, I got involved in a bots company, and it was more like friends and friends and friends. It was not like a biz op and stuff like that. So there were even more trust. And I personally lost around $20,000, man. The bot was good. We connected it to a great broker, but I think the volume became too big, and it was taken for a ride by market makers. So when I looked at Elite and I realized that these guys are manual traders, and there's a reason billion-dollar banks hire manual traders, and they're showing verified trades and stuff like that. I kind of like, this was more convincing for me.
Yeah, and if you remember, that was the first like objection, if you will, that I had was, this isn't a bot, is it? Because I've experienced the same thing.
Yeah, I remember that. Yes.
What I found is bots will be good for maybe a month, 2 months. And then if there's a market shift, they don't have the intuition of a human being to make that shift. They can only operate out of a pre-programmed state. So unless there's somebody constantly, pre-programming a bot, at the end of the day, a bot is only as good as the human who originally programmed it. So, and what I've seen with a lot of those programs is they initially program it and then they set it and forget it. And I'm like, you can't do that in the Forex market. It's constantly shifting. So that was a huge selling point to me initially, was that there was the human trading aspect. The second layer that I really liked was the MT5 connection, because in the past I had leveraged MT4. MT5 is really slick. I love the mobile app. So tell me a little bit about that and how people can actually see the daily trading actually happening in real time.
Awesome. Yeah. So, I mean, anyone can download the MT5 software. It's a mobile app. You can download it on Play Store and Google, and company almost on literally every single corporate email of theirs. And maybe we can put the details somewhere below this video or somewhere in the email or something. Yeah. They give the login access. Now, these are not the access to actually make trades on their account, but this is more like an investor's password, or in other words, like a view password. Like, you cannot do anything in the account, but you can actually view the trades. You can see their track record, let's say for the last 12 months, how much money they have been trading with, how much money they have been generating every single day, some of the withdrawals they're doing and stuff like that. So you kind of get an overall picture on how the mathematics is working.
Yeah, and that's what I really love. And I'm actually showing here on the screen right now so you guys can see like that app in my hand right now. That's exactly what I'm doing every single day. And what happens a lot of times, and I've done it in the past before, I've just, dumped 2,000, 10,000, whatever into a Forex account that was a bot thing. And I would check it every day, but all I could do was just check and see, did we, win or lose? And a lot of times it was only like for the week, the month. And so it's really like past action of like what happened versus real time. So I love feeling like I've got that real time connection to my personal traders that are doing the trading and doing it while I go about my day. Because at the end of the day, I actually can do trading, Ankur, but I don't enjoy it. It's not something I enjoy, sitting there and watching the market and watching the numbers and watching the news and shoot me in the head now. That's just not my pace. I'd rather be in front of, people and helping them out and growing their business. So that's why I love the referral side of it, because I'm able to help people and do what I really love, which is help people generate additional income online. And in the process, I'm generating some great Forex returns as well.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And what appeals to me is the mathematics, which I think is pretty top notch. They're not over promising and under delivering. I'll say they are under promising and over delivering. So what the company says is, in all their official communication, is, let's say, up to 0.5% a day. They don't even say 0.5. They say up to 0.5, which means, and they do it Monday to Friday, which means in a month it will average out to be, let's say, anywhere between 10 to 15%. And when you look at their Forex trading records, you see they're clearly averaging almost on a daily basis over 1%, sometimes 1%, 1.1, 1.2, maybe on bad days 0.8, 0.9. So they're always making enough money, which is helping them sustain. They're able to pay out, and at the same time, the whole affiliate numbers, which is about 15%. So so it's easy. So the numbers to me till now make total sense.
Right. And a lot of people don't think through that. And I don't fault anybody for not thinking that far through it, but it's something that you and I do when we look at programs like this, because we come from more of a business mindset. We look at it and say, wait a second, is this company theoretically sustainable? Obviously, we can't predict the future. We can't, all we can do is share information based on what's working right now. But when we look at the numbers, like Ankur just explained, there is that they are not only making enough money to deliver what they're promising, they're making more than that, which is a good thing. I had somebody the other day say, well, what do they do with all that, extra money they made in the day that they didn't pay out in returns? I'm like, that's helping the company grow and sustain. You want a company to be cash flow positive. And I've seen time and time again, the norm has been, let's promise way up here. And then the company at first might be making it here, but then very quickly they're struggling even to meet what they promise. So that's an excellent point, because if they're doing way better, than what they're promising and delivering to their clients, then you've got that extra feeling of security because, hey, you want the company to be in profit, because if the company's not in profit, eventually we will not be in profit.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, I always say it's a business and no one is here for charity. And we want to make money. At the same time, we want the company to make money. And if you look at the model, the numbers, if they make $10,000, they pay out $5,000 in profit sharing, and they pay another $1,500 in commissions, and they keep that 35% with them. That's a pretty solid business model, which can last for years.
Yeah, absolutely. And, one disclaimer, because I come from, a realistic viewpoint. I'm very positive about things because I always like to lead with an abundance mindset, and things are always going to work out. But, the reality is we are dealing with live Forex markets, and investing is a risk, right? I mean, that's something that we all need to be aware of, that as we're putting money in, that we're putting it in at our own risk. That's how I entered into it. That's how everybody that I've referred is entering into it. So that's just one thing that, like, we're real about this, right? I mean, we're not like promising like some get rich overnight thing. This is a, long-term thing.
Absolutely, man. I always tell people two things, but any market in the world, even real estate, never put your bread and butter money. So always invest what you can afford to lose. You call it the Vegas money or the casino money. Number two, I mean, every investment in the world is, it's unpredictable. For example, I'm sitting in Dubai right now, and I was just looking, I own a couple of condos here. I was looking at the properties of my condo on the internet, and to my horror, they are like 30% less than what I actually bought for in the real estate market, right? So I'm like, if I want to sell now, I will be selling them at a 30% loss. So obviously I'm not selling, I'll be holding them for a long time. But yeah, and Forex markets and crypto markets are much more dynamic, and there are a lot of different things which happen in the market. So nothing is guaranteed in that way. But at the same time, things are looking good. Their track record is good. The last 3 weeks of performance, it's all good.
Yeah, and absolutely. And I let the numbers speak for themselves, because we're both, in this just like you would be coming into it as well. So if you're watching this video, you're looking at the information on this page, we're just out there sharing the word of what's working for us right now. So we do encourage everybody to review the information that's on this page here. Get started with us. We've got a Facebook group that you can come in and join and communicate with the other people that are in the program, and we all help each other out. Let's talk a little bit about the referral side of it, because people are layering on that additional income on top of the Forex return. So what are you seeing there?
Oh yeah, I think is pretty massive. So in total, what they pay out is 15%. It's a pretty fixed amount. For every dollar which they take in, they can give away 15%. Now 8% goes to level one. By level one, I mean the person who introduces the investor. Then there's, I think, 3% level two, then there is 2% level three. We can always attach a link somewhere below this video to the comp plan, but it's total 15%. So 8, 3, 2, then I think 1, half percentage, then for the last 4 or 5 levels, 0.25% or something. Yeah. And that's not just on the first investment, but it's on the repeat investment also. So the way I look at it is, when you're building this business as a professional network marketer, internet marketer, franchise business, whatever you want to call it, every single downline or person or referral you do, it's like creating a bucket of money. It's like creating a pipeline of money, because you get paid on their first purchase, and let's assume they're making money every single month, and the company is around for years. So natural human tendency is each one. Even I am upgrading my account. I started with $25,000 of my own investment, and I'm happy with the performance so far for the last 2 weeks, and I've upgraded my account to $30,000. So my sponsor got paid on the $25,000, 8%, and then on the $5,000, another 8%. So it's a continuous, non-ending stream of referrals.
Right, and not just on your directs. I mean, your sponsor's pretty happy, and I know you're happy with me because I'm out there referring other people as well. So that just keeps going down. So those reinvestment isn't just on your direct, right? I mean, that's on the whole.
It's on the entire tree. So like my team, I think, is around 5,000 people now in the system. That's spread across 15 levels. So you literally get paid from 15 levels deep, which makes this a very attractive comp plan on their every single investment and on the repeat investment, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is. And I love that aspect of it. I'm a huge believer, and I have multiple streams of income coming in every single day. And so whenever I can, do a program and refer a program that has multiple streams of income already built into it, that's like two for the price of one, because the product is generating me money, and me helping other people get started with that product is also making me money, but not just myself money, it's making our teams money. And this is, I would say, you know, this is probably one of the most duplicatable products, because most people think, oh, I really should have, like, my money should be going to work for me. I shouldn't just spend my money on stuff that I then collect in my house. I should be putting my money to work for me, whether it's $500, $1,000, or $10,000. How important is it for us to put at least a portion of our money to work for us?
Absolutely, man. I mean, I think I was reading in a book by Tony Robbins or someone, I think Kiyosaki. I mean, you got to have different buckets of money. You got to have a bucket for your, savings. You got to have a bucket of your spending, and then you got to have a cash flow bucket. So you got to, I mean, no matter where you are in your life right now, you always want to make money in your sleep. I mean, that's the number one secret of wealthy people. They always think about ways in which how they can make more money even when they're sleeping. Passive money, whether it's real estate, cash flow, producing Forex assets, Forex investments, and stuff like that. So always, your brain always have to work towards passive money. And I think this is a great opportunity for all of us to do that.
Yeah, and diversifying that is really good as well. That's something I've learned as I've gotten older, is really diversifying where my assets are and where my buckets are, and not putting everything in one bucket. So if you're sitting there putting all your buckets in, say, your retirement fund or your pension plan or your 401k, if there even is pensions anymore, I don't know. If you're putting all of your, all of your trust in one form of income, either currently or future, it's really risky, especially in this day and age, especially when there are so many opportunities right now. We are living in an age right now where there are just ridiculous amounts of opportunities to generate income streams online. And this is just, in my opinion, just one facet of it, but it's a really strong and important one. And I actually tell people this quite often. I've learned to diversify everything except for my wife. She's the only thing I don't diversify.
That's good. That's good.
So I'm really excited about this program. I'm really excited to be working with you. You've been absolutely great to work with. I love what we're building in terms of our team and our community, the tools that we bring, and the referral side of it. That's an option if you want to get in and put some money in that you're willing to invest into a lead. That's great. If you want to go on and then share that with other people while your money is going to work for you, you start generating some more income. Isn't there an option to even reinvest the commissions that we earn for referring other people?
Oh yeah, so in the back office, in the dashboard, once you create your free account, you can go and, and we forgot to touch on the best thing. The company gives you $20 just to create a free account.
What?
So no matter where you're watching this video, make sure you press the button and go and create your free account. Now, they don't just give you $20 that you can withdraw. I think that'll be stupid, but at the same time, what they do is they put $20 in your trading account. So just for creating an account, just for submitting your details, company is thankful, and they give you $20 in your trading account, and that $20 also is making you a little money. Right. You can obviously scale it up and make bigger money. I'll say there are three kinds of people who will do this. I mean, three different kinds of people. We have the investors. So no matter you're a small investor, you are a medium-sized investor, or you are a big investor, Elite has the capability to accommodate you, number one. Number two, people who are newbies and struggling affiliate marketers, struggling internet marketers, and you want a program in 2019 which can help you to pay your bills, and it can help you anywhere, make anywhere from, let's say, $1,000 a month extra to $10,000. And trust me, it's very, very, very easy to do that with Elite FinFX. I mean, in 2 weeks, no way, disclaimer, my results are typical, but I'm already averaging, I think I've made about $11,000 now in the last 15 or 16 days. So like $700 or $800 a day, which is pretty cool. And for the serious people, serious marketers, serious builders, because we are getting paid on the first purchase, on every single repurchase, I mean, this program is serious. This can make you serious 6 or 7 figures a month also.
Right. Yeah. And it's not like we aren't going to do it. We're already doing it, and we're showing this to you because we want you guys to have the opportunity to do it as well. So we give you our results, and obviously there are results, and we can't guarantee they're going to be your results, but you guys are no different than us. We just took action. We went, we clicked the button, we registered, We deposited some funds into our investment accounts, and we started sharing our link with other people. That's literally all I've done. I've done, and Ankur knows how many people I've referred. I think I'm number 3 right now in the past 7 days in the entire company. And I've done one post on Facebook. That's post.
Yeah.
You've seen it. I mean, I've done one post on Facebook, and that was, I think that was about 8 or 10 days ago now is when I did that initial post, and it's pushing now almost 400 comments. That's how in demand this product is.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing which I like here is that it's very easy to build a business because the company, the corporate, every single day, because we can log in, we can check their trades, we can take a screenshot of that, and even the company shares the screenshot. So as long as we are putting those screenshots with a little bit of disclaimer, you always have things which you can share with your circle of influence in terms of results, and results is what sells people in. So it's very easy to build this business on social media.
Right, and that's exactly all I'm doing. I'm not promising the world to anybody. I'm just showing them our results. Like, here, this is what we're doing. If you want to do it, great. If it's not for you, no big deal. We're going to do it anyway. So, that's the way that I love being able to approach this way. And that's how I market actually any product online, Ankur, is I just put the information out there. I let people make their own decision. And I can tell you, out of all my programs right now, this one is definitely catching people's attention because they love the fact that they can generate that passive income in the Forex market while they're out there referring with some people to get on board with them. And then we've got the community to support them beyond that as well. So if you're seriously considering generating some additional passive income, you definitely need to get some money into Elite FinFX here and get that account rolling. If you want to take it the next step, you start sharing your link. You get your link automatically. They don't charge you any more to have that referral link. And like Ankur said there, you get $20 just to open up an account. And then there is I believe it's $100, correct me if I'm wrong, Ankur, it's $100 that they have to deposit to actually have that $20. The $20 starts going to work for them, but they have to make a minimum $100 deposit in order for that to start working to eventually withdraw. So talk about the contract length there a little bit.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So every contract, and by contract, let's say every investment which you make in the system, it's valid for 6 months, 180 days, right? And after that, it expires. So let's say you deposit today $1,000, and that $1,000 starts to make you passive money Monday to Friday. And so you make, let's say on an average, no numbers are guaranteed, but let's say you are averaging 15% a month, right? That's an average. So that's $150. So you make, let's say, $150 for 6 months. It is about $900, and at the end of 6 months, your contract period has expired, and that $1,000 is also given to you. But the daily profits you can withdraw every single day. Only thing is your minimum withdrawable balance, which I think is pretty fair, should be $100. Minimum deposit is $10. As soon as your balance in your withdrawal wallet reaches $100, you can withdraw every single day, Your referral commissions and your passive profits. And your principal, within 180 days, it's returned back, and then you can withdraw that also.
Right, or the option to reinvest it again and do another 6 months. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, I forgot to touch on that. So in your profile, for those of you who are busy people there, you can just go to your profile and you can select a percentage of your earnings. So, you just go to your profile and you will see an option to auto compound earnings. So you can select a percentage of your daily profit share and a percentage of your referral commissions, put it on auto compounding, and you don't have to do anything. Then the software itself compounds for you. So it's a sit and forget business kind of thing.
Ankur, why don't you finish us out here and just give people, direction. What should they do now? If they're ready to get their account set up, what should they do now?
Okay, so step number 1 is to click the button in this screen which says click here to create your free account. Step number 2 is to go and actually create your free account. And step number 3 is to make a deposit, whatever amount you feel comfortable with. $100, $1,000, $10,000, totally up to you. And so you go to make a deposit section, you will see different payment modes. Number 1 preferred way is Bitcoin. Number 2 is, the 2 payment processors. I think it's Payza and Payer. And inside Payer, there are multiple other payment modes like Kiwi Wallet, Yandex. I don't know, there are different kinds of options. And they're always adding new ways for you to deposit. So just go to make a deposit section, see which payment mode is preferable to you, and make a deposit and start making money every day. And once you're comfortable, once you have the confidence, start sharing your referral links and make some more money.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the reasons, you know, I've actually got quite a bit of Bitcoin as well. And so to me, it was a nice shift. I was really happy to be able to move some of my Bitcoin where it was at right now and actually put it to work for me as well. So it was super fast in my case. So if you do have some Bitcoin, it was super fast for me just to deposit some, and I was instantly up and running.
Absolutely. And man, you know, just to touch on that crypto thing, I mean, you know, a lot, and I'm a heavy believer in crypto. I'm one of those hodlers, as you can say. But then I so wish that in 2017, when the market was at the top and stuff like that, I would have hedged some of my money in Forex and US dollars. And right now, the reality is all of us want Bitcoin to go back to $20,000 and $50,000, $100,000. But guess what? No one knows what's happening. I mean, even at the point of shooting the Zoom, Bitcoin is again down today. I think it's at $3,500, whereas 10 days back, it went back to 4,000. And now all the experts are saying there's a chance it can go down to $3,000 or $2,500. And I fear if it goes to those levels, it can go straight to $2,000 also. So remember, different buckets, hedging, those things are important.
That's exact the same, but we didn't even talk about that, but that was the exact same logic I had, was that I would like to take, you know, thousands of dollars right now, shift it over into the Forex market, because that's it. When I do that, it converts directly into the dollar amount when I deposit it into my Elite account. And that's the amount that it's in there now working for me for the next 180 days. So even if Bitcoin goes down to say $1,000 and then eventually goes back up, my money stayed the same through that 6-month period because I had it going to work for me at the dollar amount that it is now.
Absolutely. And I mean, in cryptos, it's very clear signals. We are definitely not out of the bear market, though in the long term, like 2021, 2012, 12 halving and stuff like this is there. My personal prediction is, with disclaimers, I think it will take us another 1 or 2 years to come out of this bear market and then get into the, you know, the bull market. So if Forex is making you daily passive profits money, look at it as a way to accumulate more Bitcoins, because now you can use this money, and every time Bitcoin prices are down, you can buy every time it goes down. So it's a great way.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And there's actually a link on this page as well. If you don't have any cryptocurrency, you don't have any Bitcoin, and you want to deposit that way, and you don't want to deposit through any other method, there's actually a button down there. You can instantly set up a wallet, get some, you know, buy some Bitcoin directly from your bank account or credit card, and then send it directly into your Forex account. So we're trying to make it as smooth as possible for you, because, you know, the sooner you get started, the sooner you start getting those daily returns Monday through Friday.
Absolutely. And you know, no matter from where you're watching this video, you know, you can be in any country in the world, any city in the world, you're eligible to do this business. So,
yeah, I love it. It's not isolated to any one business, because it's so global. So I think that's giving you guys a real good insight. We wanted to come to you just, you know, very candid and real, and let you guys know why we took action. And now it's your turn to make a choice and for you to take action. So if you're ready to get started, set up your account and claim that $20, you can click the button below there, set up your account. That'll get you inside the system. You can check it out. And then from there, you can choose to make a deposit and get your account rolling. And then you'll also get access into our Facebook community group, where you can ask any other questions that you need. So Ankur, why don't you close us out there, and we'll let them get to it, right?
Awesome, guys. So yeah, let's do it. Action time. Click the button, create your account, and I'll see you somewhere on the beaches of the world. Let's do it.
See you guys soon. Bye-bye.